Imagine a place so remote, so untouched, that the only way in is by boat, plane, or a long, winding trail. This is the reality for the communities of Stehekin, Lucerne, and Holden village, nestled at the northern end of the stunning 50-mile-long Lake Chelan in Washington state. These are not just dots on a map. They are vibrant, resilient communities home to families, artists, and adventurers who cherish a life lived in harmony with nature. But recently, that very nature unleashed its power in a way no one could have predicted. In early November, a weather event known as an atmospheric river descended upon the North Cascades. It wasn't just rain, it was a deluge, dumping an unprecedented amount of water into the mountains. The Stehekin River, the lifeblood of this valley, swelled to historic levels, transforming from a serene waterway into a destructive force. The river gauge, which normally sits around 3 feet, skyrocketed to over 23 feet, shattering all previous records. The sheer volume and velocity of the water were immense, carrying with it rocks, trees, and debris, and fundamentally reshaping the landscape. For the residents of Stehekin, the flooding was catastrophic. The main artery, Stehekin Valley Road, was completely severed. Large sections of the road, painstakingly carved into the mountainside, were simply gone, swallowed by the raging river. Culverts designed to handle seasonal runoff were overwhelmed and destroyed. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a crisis. The road is the only way for residents to access their homes, get supplies, and connect with their neighbors. With it gone, the community was effectively fractured, each family isolated on its own piece of land. The damage extended far beyond the road. The community's small airport, a critical link for mail, supplies, and medical evacuations, was also severely damaged. The floodwaters didn't just disrupt life, they threatened the very fabric of this tight-knit community. Down the lake, the Lucerne retreat center of Holden village faced its own battle. The access road that connects the village to the Lucerne boat dock, a vital 9-mile stretch, suffered multiple washouts. This road is the only way for staff, volunteers, and guests to reach the secluded mountain sanctuary. The damage left Holden village, which had just reopened after extensive mine remediation work, once again isolated and facing an uncertain future. The cost of repairs is estimated to be in the millions, a staggering sum for a non-profit organization. Lucerne, the landing point for both Holden village and a nearby children's camp, also felt the impact. The infrastructure there is crucial for the entire Upper Lake region, and the damage to the connecting roads has had a ripple effect, disrupting the flow of people and resources that these remote locations depend on. The response from the community has been nothing short of heroic. Neighbors helped neighbors, using their own equipment to clear debris and check on one another. The National Park Service, Chelan County, and other agencies quickly mobilized, assessing the damage and beginning the long, arduous process of recovery. But the scale of the destruction is immense. We're not talking about simple repairs. We're talking about a complete rebuild of critical infrastructure in a challenging, remote environment where every piece of equipment and every bag of concrete has to be brought in by barge. This is more than a local news story. It's a story about climate change and its real-world impacts. Events like this atmospheric river are becoming more frequent and more intense. For communities living on the edge, like those on Lake Chelan, the consequences are immediate and devastating. The flood of 2023 is a stark reminder of our vulnerability and the urgent need to build more resilient infrastructure. The road to recovery for Stehekin, Holden village, and Lucerne will be long and expensive. The estimated cost for repairs is in the tens of millions of dollars. These communities are strong, but they cannot do it alone. They need support. Federal and state aid will be crucial, but public awareness and private donations can make a world of difference. Organizations are already working to raise funds to help residents and rebuild what has been lost. If you've ever been touched by the magic of the North Cascades, if you've ever dreamed of visiting a place like Stehekin, or if you simply believe in the power of community, now is the time to help. You can support the recovery by donating to funds established for flood relief. We'll include links in the description below, where you can contribute directly to organizations like the Holden Village Flood Recovery Fund and other local efforts. Every dollar helps rebuild not just roads and buildings, but lives and livelihoods. This event has been a profound shock, but it has not broken the spirit of the people of the Upper Lake Chelan Valley. Their connection to this land and to each other is stronger than any flood. They are facing this challenge with the same grit and determination that has defined them for generations. With our help, they will rebuild, and the heart of this incredible, remote corner of the world will beat strong once again. Thank you for watching and for learning about the situation in this special place. Please consider sharing this video to raise awareness and support the recovery efforts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about the people and places that make our world unique.